Are you aware that around 80% of homes contain at least one item that can be harmful to the health and well-being of the inhabitants? This is an intriguing topic, and if you are curious about what these items are and how you can avoid or replace them, then this content is ideal for you. Let's explore the foundations of Buddhist philosophy and spirituality, which can guide you to create a more balanced and healthy home. If this sounds interesting, then this video is tailor-made for you. Here, I will highlight 15 items or objects that could be compromising your energy and well-being without your knowledge. Additionally, I will guide you on how to replace or remove them and how these tweaks can benefit you. You will learn to integrate fundamental Buddhist concepts such as detachment, compassion, and harmony to enrich your life and connection with the universe. Don't miss this video, as the findings could be eye-opening. Join me on this journey to transform your space into a healthier, more spiritual environment with simple, effective tips. But before we begin, I want to ask you a question. What is the first step to creating a healthier, more spiritual home? Will it be cleaning, decorating, or meditation? The answer may surprise you, and I will reveal it in this video. So keep watching until the end. I promise it will be worth it. In the context of Buddhist philosophy, consciously choosing visual elements in our space is crucial. For example, the presence of images of aggressive animals, such as fierce predators, can create a disharmonious energy in the environment. This contrasts with the Buddhist principles of compassion and inner peace. These images often represent the struggle for survival and the violence inherent in nature. In a space dedicated to spirituality and reflection, such images can disrupt the harmonious energy we seek. Opting for symbolism more aligned with Buddhism, such as the elephant, which symbolizes strength and wisdom, or the golden fish, associated with prosperity, may be more in tune with these principles. The search for peace and compassion is a key element in Buddhist philosophy, where every object and element in our surroundings can affect our energy and well-being. Mirrors, with their ability to reflect, play an important role in this scenario. In Buddhist belief, broken mirrors are seen as symbols of bad luck and negative energies. They reflect not only our physical image, but also symbolize clarity and truth. When broken, they suggest a distortion and fragmentation of this truth. From a Buddhist point of view, this can be interpreted as a disturbance in the harmony and correct perception of reality. Keeping broken mirrors at home can therefore obstruct our clarity of perception and mental balance. The Buddhist recommendation would be to repair or replace these mirrors to re-establish symbolic harmony in our living space. Another example is thorny plants. While plants symbolize vitality and connection to nature, those with thorns present a symbolic dilemma, possibly conflicting with Buddhist principles of harmony and compassion. Thorns represent obstacles and conflicts, ideas that Buddhism seeks to overcome in search of inner peace. Instead of thorny plants, it is recommended to opt for those that symbolize peace and prosperity, such as bamboo, which represents flexibility and resilience, or the lotus flower, emerging immaculate from the murky waters. Finally, when it comes to art, choosing violent or disturbing images can be counterproductive to Buddhist spiritual practice. Such works can evoke intense emotional responses, incompatible with the serenity and balance sought in Buddhism. Constant exposure to such images can create an emotionally negative environment, making it difficult to concentrate on meditation and contemplation. Instead, it is advisable to choose works of art that inspire calm and reflection, such as paintings that capture the beauty of nature, compassion between beings, or the spiritual journey, contributing to a visually harmonious environment. In harmony with Buddhist teachings, it is essential to carefully choose the art that decorates the spaces we inhabit. These choices should reflect a commitment to developing an environment that fosters spiritual and personal growth. When it comes to clocks in poor condition, Buddhist philosophy approaches time in a distinct way, not just as a linear sequence, but as a time for reflection and mindfulness. Clocks that don't work or are damaged can transmit messages that contradict the notion of mindfulness. A faulty watch can remind us of the transience and fleeting nature of life, but it can also cause anxiety by interfering with the organization of our daily lives. It is recommended to wear watches in good condition, which reflect the Buddhist idea of living in the present, preferring minimalist designs, or which include elements of Buddhism, serving as subtle reminders of the importance of mindfulness in our routine. Regarding borrowed objects or unwanted gifts, consider whether there are items in your home that were chosen by you or given by others. In Buddhism, which values the purity of intentions and the energy of surrounding objects, it is believed that these can influence our mood, health, and spirituality. Therefore, it is crucial that the items in our home reflect our personality, values, and aspirations. Objects that do not align with these criteria can generate disharmonious energies. Borrowed objects can carry other people's stories and energies, potentially affecting the environment of our space. Likewise, unwanted gifts can generate feelings of obligation or resentment, contrary to the search for compassion and emotional freedom. Therefore, it is suggested to keep objects that we have consciously chosen and that are in tune with our energy and values. By freeing space from unwanted elements, we create an environment conducive to the flourishing of spiritual and genuine connection with our surroundings, transforming our home into a haven of peace, joy, and harmony. In Buddhist philosophy, it is crucial to consider the condition of glass objects in your home, such as glasses or windows, and whether they are intact or have cracks. To create an environment that reflects Buddhist teachings, it is important to understand that these details have great significance. Glass, with its clarity and fragility, symbolizes transparency and purity, fundamental aspects for spiritual growth. Therefore, a broken or cracked glass can symbolize a rupture in integrity and harmony, essential elements in the Buddhist journey to inner peace and coherence in all aspects of life. It is advisable to eliminate broken or damaged glass to restore the symbolism of integrity in our environment. Choosing intact glass not only improves the aesthetics of the place, but also helps maintain the positive energy desired in Buddhist practice, reflecting the commitment to a space that is not only visually harmonious, but also aligned with Buddhist principles. In this way, our home becomes a place of peace, joy, and harmony, where we can nourish our mind and heart. When it comes to someone else's used clothing, in Buddhist philosophy, purity of mind and body is essential to cultivating inner peace and spiritual connection. Clothes, being an extension of our being, play a significant role in this perspective. The presence of clothing worn by others can bring up energies and past experiences that are not in tune with the Buddhist principle of purity. The belief is that clothes retain the energies of those who previously wore them. If these energies are not positive or harmonious with our spiritual quest, they can interfere with our state of balance and serenity. Therefore, it is suggested to opt for new clothes, or if choosing used clothes, make sure they come from reliable and positive sources. As for useless or broken objects, Buddhist philosophy values simplicity and renunciation of the superfluous as a means of freeing the mind from unnecessary attachments. The presence of these objects in the home can impede the process of letting go and creating an environment that promotes mental clarity and inner peace. Broken objects can represent not only material decay, but also a resistance to letting go of what no longer serves. In Buddhism, acceptance of impermanence is fundamental, and keeping damaged objects can symbolize an unconscious resistance to this principle. Buddhism teaches us that everything changes and nothing stays the same, and we must adapt to changes with equanimity and wisdom. By keeping broken objects, we deny this reality, generating an unhealthy attachment to what no longer exists. It is recommended to discard objects that are no longer useful or that are irreparably damaged. This action creates a more organized space free from unnecessary burdens, allowing energy to circulate more harmoniously. This practice of material detachment is in tune with the core of Buddhist philosophy, which encourages the release of attachments to achieve greater peace and mental clarity. By getting rid of useless or broken items, we have the chance to practice generosity and compassion, essential virtues in Buddhism. These objects can be donated to those who can use them, or recycled responsibly, taking care of the environment. We thus transform an act of detachment into an act of kindness, benefiting ourselves and others. Furthermore, this gesture reflects a commitment to creating a space that is not only aesthetically harmonious, but also aligned with the fundamental principles of Buddhism, making our home a place of peace, joy, and harmony, where we can nourish our mind and heart. When it comes to excess electronics, it is important to question what electronic devices we have at home, whether they are frequently used or accumulated unused. If you want to create a Buddhist-focused home, it's important to consider that these devices can negatively impact well-being and spiritual development. The excessive presence of electronics can cause distractions and disrupt the harmony necessary for spiritual practice. Devices, with their constant noise and notifications, can fill the environment with agitated and scattered energy, making it difficult to concentrate and connect with the present moment. Buddhism teaches the importance of being present, observing our mind and emotions with equanimity and compassion. Being constantly connected to electronic devices makes us miss the opportunity to connect with ourselves and our surroundings. Therefore, it is suggested to reduce the use and number of electronic devices at home, creating space and time for spiritual practice without interruptions or distractions. This approach creates a calmer, more harmonious environment conducive to meditation and reflection. By reducing the use and quantity of electronics, we can also practice generosity and compassion, donating or recycling devices we no longer need, thus taking care of the environment around us. We turn this letting go into an act of kindness, benefiting ourselves and others. As for sad photos or painful memories, it's important to reflect on the images in your home and how they affect your emotional state. Photos should bring joy and good memories, rather than bringing up negative feelings. If the goal is to establish a residence aligned with the principles of Buddhism, it is essential to recognize the impact that certain images can have on your mental health and spiritual growth. In Buddhism, achieving inner peace involves surrounding yourself with positive energies and developing a mindset of compassion and acceptance. Photos that bring up past sadness or painful memories can obstruct this path, perpetuating negative feelings associated with these experiences. Such images can function as continuous reminders of difficult times, which makes it difficult to achieve mental tranquility. Although Buddhism teaches acceptance of suffering as a part of life, it also guides us to overcome it with wisdom and compassion. By keeping sad memories in our home, we cling to the past and fuel unnecessary suffering. Instead, it is advisable to decorate the space with photos that convey joy, love, and gratitude. These can act as positive reminders, fostering an optimistic attitude. Buddhism encourages appreciating the good things in life, but also enjoying them without excessive attachment. By decorating the house with images that make us happy, we celebrate the present and cultivate positive energy. Regarding the arrangement of furniture, it is important to consider how it is organized in your home. In Buddhism, there is a connection between environmental order and mental clarity. Furniture clutter can affect not only the aesthetics of your home, but also your energy and inner peace. Disorganization reflects an imbalance and can be an obstacle to practicing mindfulness. The accumulation of objects without a clear function can create an oppressive and distracting atmosphere. Buddhist teachings value simplicity and detachment from the superfluous as ways of freeing the mind from unnecessary attachments. Keeping furniture organized and simplified facilitates the flow of positive energy, creating an environment conducive to meditation and reflection. By consciously arranging furniture, we are creating a space that promotes attention and awareness. As for lighting, choosing the right lights is vital to creating an environment that fosters inner peace and spiritual connection. Lighting influences our perception, mood, and energy, so it is important to choose the correct light for each situation and activity. Lights that are too intense can be counterproductive, especially in moments of relaxation and meditation, as they create an overly stimulating and active atmosphere that can make it difficult to stay calm and concentrate. Buddhist philosophy values tranquility and mental clarity, recommending avoiding excessive lighting that could disturb the balance between body and mind. It is advisable to choose soft and welcoming lighting, which creates an environment conducive to introspection and contemplation. Soft-toned lights help promote tranquility and improve concentration during meditation and breathing practices. Additionally, colored lights can be useful for harmonizing the chakras and balancing vital energy. Adjusting the lighting in your home not only affects the aesthetics, but also influences the mood and energy of the space. This approach reflects the importance of creating an environment that supports inner spiritual serenity and helps us connect with our essence and the universe. In relation to the predominant colors in the environment, choosing dark colors can result in an oppressive and negative atmosphere, which absorbs light and hinders mental and spiritual clarity. Such colors can evoke feelings of sadness, depression, anxiety, or fear, preventing the development of compassion and wisdom. Dark colors can attract negative energy and block the flow of positive energy in the space. In Buddhism, connection with nature and harmony with the environment are valued. Therefore, it is recommended to opt for lighter and softer colors inspired by nature, which create a balanced and light environment. These colors can convey feelings of peace, joy, hope, or love, fundamental for the cultivation of happiness and enlightenment. Light colors reflect light and encourage the flow of positive energy. Examples include white, representing purity, innocence, and truth; beige, symbolizing simplicity, humility, and naturalness; and soft green, representing life, hope, and harmony. As for sources of constant noise, Buddhism values stillness and mindfulness as means to achieving inner peace and enlightenment. Sources of continuous noise at home can be a major obstacle to concentration and spiritual practice. Excessive noise disrupts harmony and makes it difficult to connect with the present moment, which is essential in meditation. Noise can also generate stress, irritation, and anxiety, negative emotions that affect physical and mental health. Therefore, it is suggested to minimize sources of noise, creating a more peaceful environment conducive to spiritual practice. It is recommended to avoid noisy devices, such as televisions that are always on, or any sound that disturbs the calm of the environment. In doing so, we create a space conducive to meditation and self-reflection, allowing us to access our inner wisdom and promote inner peace. Taking care of the sound environment around us and selecting sounds that facilitate relaxation and harmonize our energy is essential. Examples of beneficial sounds for spiritual practice include silence, which is the purest and deepest form of sound, allowing us to hear our inner voice and that of the universe. Silence is the ideal state for meditation, as it promotes concentration and calm, helping us to free ourselves from distracting thoughts and worries. Music, which is the art of combining sounds in a harmonious and pleasant way, can express and transmit emotions and feelings. It can have a therapeutic and relaxing effect, especially when soft instrumental music without lyrics is chosen, without interfering with mindfulness and breathing. Music can also stimulate creativity and imagination, important aspects for spiritual development. The sounds of nature, such as those emitted by water, wind, animals, or plants, connect us with nature and the cycle of life. These sounds can have a calming and healing effect, reminding us of our essence and our place in the universe. They can also inspire gratitude and compassion, virtues essential for happiness and enlightenment. We thus conclude our exploration of 15 elements that, from the perspective of Buddhist philosophy, can influence the energy of our home and, consequently, our inner well-being and spiritual growth. I invite you to apply these principles in your everyday life, to consciously create a space that reflects your spiritual values and aspirations. If this content resonated with you, I encourage you to share your comments and experiences in the section below. Don't forget to check out more content related to spirituality and personal development. I sincerely appreciate your time and energy invested in this journey of self-discovery, hoping that your home becomes a sanctuary of peace and serenity as you continue on your journey to a fuller, more conscious life.